Krystal Tomlinson has been taking on the world one day at a time. We're not even joking. It's nice to know that every once in a while these accomplishments are recognized. And she's here this morning to talk about her recent, is that not a nomination? She was listed in Success Magazine's top 125 persons to know in 2022 or to look out for in 2022. Look at you, miss. You say slay, you say cut and clear, you say cramp and paralyze, you say kick down doors. You just, I mean, really, what a way to step into Q1, miss.
I feel like it was just divine and empowering and just godly. I can't find any other way because spiritually it reaffirmed just internal conversations I'm having with myself around the power of my voice and how to help other people find and use their voice. And then the list is most influential voices for 2022. So divinity is the word that comes up for me when I think about it. Hi, Simone.
Hi, babe. Good morning. It's so funny, Chris, that you say you spend time talking to yourself about your own voice and helping people to find theirs. But when you heard about this, you kind of had to sit with it for a month and be like, are they sure it's me? Because Krystal Tomlinson was suffering from imposter syndrome. Say what now?
I was, and it's something that no matter where I am on my journey, whenever there is something like this that happens for me, it takes a while for me to grasp what's going on. When you're doing the work, it just feels like the work, the drudgery of it. Some moments you get up and you're wondering if it matters at all. And then there are other days when you get up and you compare the work that you're doing to other big work that's going on globally. And in some respects, convince yourself that, okay, my thing is just a small thing. It's an important thing, but it's a really small thing. And so when you are told that, no, it's a big deal, it really does take a moment to grasp that what you're doing is not big only because of the impact it has on an individual, but it's big just in a global context.
It's just big, full stop, period. It's just big. I mean, it comes on the heel of your book. You talk about killing fear in your book and what led you to kind of, take on that mindset. Tell me how this happened now. So how did the norm come about and what the criteria that was using for you to be chosen? Because there's some really amazing people on this list, including Will Smith, who's still influential, no matter what nobody wants, in whatever form, right?
So, as you rightfully said, there are some very influential voices on the list: authors, athletes, actors, entrepreneurs. And when I saw the opportunity to nominate, so you are asked to submit the work that you do. So when I submitted my work, which includes the writing around Kill Fear, the Success Farmers Guide, the coaching that I specifically public speaking coaching that's meant to help people unmute, and then some of the work that I do for myself, just standing up for myself in a way that is meant to demonstrate the power of our voice and the importance of using that voice for ourselves and to inspire others. And so I just shared some of the stories around the work. I'm not sure internally what they use to do the assessment, but there's also an external component where persons could vote. So I shared that with my community maybe 5 or 6 times, because even in the sharing, I'm like, some of these people have like in them audience. Can the votes really help? But let me share it anyways. So I don't know if it's 50-50 in terms of external votes and internal assessment, but it's a mix of the two. And then they shortlist, dig deeper into the work, and then publish a final list of 125 persons from across the world. So I'm the only person from Jamaica, and I've looked a couple times to see if I'm missing somebody else from the Caribbean, but I haven't seen another Caribbean person listed on that final list. But flying the Jamaican flag high.
Yeah, well, only person from Jamaica, but also the first ever Jamaican recognized on the list. So it's not that you're the only person this year. I mean, the deal gets bigger and bigger. This is a big, big deal. I want to know what it's done for you, especially within the context that you say that this is a magazine you used to read and that, informed your mindset and gave you, tips and kind of like a blueprint to be your best self. And here you are now, Krystal Tomlinson, listed inside said magazine as one of the most influential people in the world.
Success Magazine is almost like a Bible for me and so many of the persons I know who do work in the personal development space, the entrepreneurship space, looking to build a business and also develop the kind of emotional capacity and inner wisdom and courage. Lean into the writings from Success Magazine. I remember one of the first books that I read as an adult was from Darren Hardy, who at the time was the CEO of Success Magazine, the Compound Effect. And a lot of the principles that I've been able to develop for myself, the impetus to even write a book, to decide that I want to be on stage speaking and empowering and pouring life into the spirits of other people, came through what Success Magazine did for me, and also seeing what other people around the world were doing with their voice, how somebody could stand on a stage in a room just in front of you and with a few words in a few seconds spark a light and become a lighthouse for you to move on your journey with courage. So emotionally, it feels like I've come full circle to be honored by the very same magazine that I think sparked a light in me to believe that I could do this. I could use my platform. I could even build a platform to serve people in this way. So I'm really honored by that. And of course, you're getting, requests and queries and other interests from media platforms globally that want to talk to you and find out, well, who are you? Who is this little black lady from Jamaica? How did you get on this list? So of course, it gives you an opportunity to further amplify the work that we're all doing on the list. But just really, really that Jamaica is here. Jamaica is showing up in a that felt like we were all becoming invisible and unseen and without impact. To feel that visibility arriving again, just showing up again in the world in a very real way, feels divine.
And again, in this category too, because we show up for music and we show up for, but to land here really allows the world to see that we have a foot in pretty much every area in every sphere of influence, a person or some persons who are just amazing. And so now you are farming and reaping and harvesting and sowing and planting in people. Something you said to me on the show was about, being in the valley, and while in the valley, in the worst points of your life, find something to plant, which has never left me because it was such great advice. And now, Krystal, you are allowing other people to plant and reap. So, for folks who are watching who want to feel your impact on their lives, because you've been doing that, tell us a little bit about Success Farm. We have 45 seconds before we head to news and how they can get involved.
We really help people to unmute, to find their voice, the voice you need to define yourself, to express your ideas, to stand up for yourself, and to create a new normal in the world where telling your truth doesn't feel so volatile, where disagreement doesn't mean that a relationship is about to decay, where you feel like your silence is always better than sharing your opinion. So we do coaching through my public speaking training course, of course, our Success Farmers Guide, which is meant to help you do your planning, daily, weekly, goal setting and planning. And of course, my book, Kill Fear, The Art of Courageous Living, all tools meant to work together to help you unmute and produce courageous sound again in your life and on behalf of those around you.
Fantastic. And you're unmuting whether you're on Zoom or in person, everybody. It's about just finding your voice and using it. Chris, we are proud of you. Keep on going. We know that God list is looking real good. And he's got you, so you're going to be doing well. Thank you so much, my love.
Thank you for having me, and have a great week, a great Q2, and certainly a great April.
Yeah,
Bye.
man. Thank you, Krystal. Folks, we're back after this break. News in 5. Still to come, St. Jago High School's 2022 School Challenge Quiz winners. Join us for a chat. But first, news. We'll be right back.